President William Ruto finally opened the 9.6 billion Bunge Tower on Thursday morning. Ruto, in the company of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Speakers Moses Wetangula of the National Assembly and Amason Kingi of the Senate, took a tour around the vast facility after the launch in the company of other leaders.
There is now no more reason for extra resources to travel to hotels and to places. I don't know whether that is true. So as you appropriate the next budget, just remember that Parliament does not now need money to go to hotels, and therefore the budget should come down.
At no one time were we able to establish any form of impropriety, because we were able to look at the books of accounts for the PSC.
I want to join the Honorable Minority Leader, Wandai, to allay the skeptics who have been pouring vitriol on the structure, the rejectionists, and many others who have been saying many things. This building is here. We will use it, and it will serve the purpose for which it was meant.
Now, on issue floods, many of the residents living along Mathare River were displaced on Tuesday night, promising neighbors to help. The flood disaster that hit Mathare on Tuesday evening and Wednesday morning has brought to light the togetherness of the residents living in the informal settlements. At least 13 bodies have been retrieved from Mathare River, with more than 1,000 houses destroyed by the raging waters. On Wednesday and Thursday, local grassroots organizations distributed foodstuff, beddings, clothes, and helped move affected residents to safer places.
Mimi nimepoteza familia yangu wote wenye walikuwa kwa hiyo nyumba. Maji ilikuja kazidi nyumba ikabomoka, ikawafinya ndani. Na kwa hiyo nyumba yetu tulikuwa hata na jirani mwenye alikuja kutafuta usaidizi kwa hiyo nyumba. Yeye alikuwa na watoto 3 na mimi mamangu anaishingi na yeye na watoto 3. Hiyo jana tulijaribu kutafuta tukapata watu 3. Leo asubuhi tukapata mmoja. Sasa hiyo inaleta the number kuwa 4. So bado tunatafuta 3. Mimi kwa familia yangu natafuta watu 2, na kwa hiyo familia ya jirani tunatafuta 1.
Naomba tu mnisaidie tu mtoto wangu tu apatikane tu. Sijui kwa waya mama shakufa. Nisimuone, nimetembea hilo yote paka huko Riverside sijampata. Sijamuona.
Tumeita marafiki kuja tusaidiane kwa sababu hatujaona mkono wa serikali kwa hili janga. Wanakuja wanapiga picha huko juu na wanaenda, so sisi ndio waadhiriwa, lazima tushughulike.
I need help, I need machinery on the ground. I need those people wasimame hapa wasaidie watu. Hapa kuna mili mingi sana. More bodies are here, even NYS wako hapa watoke na machinery zao. Because kama mimi na retrieve mili na mkono hivi bila gloves. Na watu wenye wanafaa kusaidia wako.
Still, on matters flood, President William Ruto had chaired a meeting with the Emergency Multi-Agency Response Team on floods at State House, Nairobi. In an early address, President Ruto directed the National Youth Service (NYS) to provide land for people living in flood-affected areas, reiterating that Kenyans living in dangerous areas will be moved to the land provided by NYS as the government plans on what to do.
I already told the National Youth Service to provide some land for us to relocate some of the people who are in the most dangerous parts of Nairobi. And so I think in that context, what are the flashpoints and how do we, ahead of time, deal with those flashpoints?
All internally displaced persons will be facilitated to find alternative settlement. In extreme cases, the National Youth Service will provide shelter to the most vulnerable members of our society. This afternoon, I shall be domiciled at Nyayo House to monitor what is happening across the country and initiate immediate interventions to save lives and property.
I also asked the military, and I'm happy the Minister for Defense is here, to provide some of the capabilities they have to support citizens. I was very happy yesterday they worked with our teams in different parts of the country, including Machakos and other areas.
The entire country, as we talk today, is in a situation of a national disaster. Therefore, it is important that the government moves with speed to mobilize all the national resources available, in the country, to deal with this situation. I believe that as a country, we can do better than crying for help when rains come and crying for help again when rains fail. We can do better.
Now, on matters involving the KDF chopper that took the life of CDF Ogola, Sergeant Rose Nyawera was laid to rest yesterday. Villagers and family members have eulogized fallen KDF Sergeant Rose Nyawera Washira as a smiling machine who was always jovial, kind, and ever generous. Nyawera was laid to rest at Kiamashiri village in Kagio town in Kirinyaga County Thursday, in a ceremony that adhered to military traditions, including the 21-gun salutes. The burial was attended by senior military officers led by the Deputy Commander of the Kenya Air Force, Brigadier Gethenji, who represented the Commander of the Kenya Air Force.
We thank you this wonderful time, Lord, because of this family.
Kwako Bwana ambaye kwa hakika hutukizwa na dhambi zetu, lakini Bwana Mungu uliye mtakatifu sana, Bwana mwenye uwezo wote, Mwokozi mtakatifu mwenye rehema nyingi, usitutie katika maumivu ya uchungu ya mauti ya milele. Wazijua Bwana siri za mioyo yetu, usiyazibe masikio yako ya rehema tunapokuomba. Utuachilie Bwana uliye mtakatifu sana, Mungu mwenyezi, Mwokozi mtakatifu mwenye rehema, mhukumu mwema wa milele. Saa yetu ya mwisho usituache kufarakana nawe kwa maumivu ya mauti. Wakati huu basi tutapata the lowering of the body trumpet 1. Up! Up! Present! Fire! Up! 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 Present! Fire! Up! 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 Present! Fire! Very important! Honor and vexer! Shoulders up!
Now we are going out for a short break. We'll be right back with more news updates.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back. Now, on other news involving trade, Kenya is offering robust opportunities for trade and investments to local and global companies and businesses. This is according to President William Ruto, who has stated that the country has undertaken radical but attractive transformation measures in the trade and investment regime, including creating special economic zones.
No accident that every major global brand and every leading multilateral institution and philanthropic organization wishing to build a regional and African footprint starts in Kenya, or that Nairobi is the regional and global headquarters of many leading organizations. We have space in human development. We believe there is huge opportunity of building our human and deploying our excellent human capital globally to serve, to work, and to extend opportunities globally. We have real opportunity in green energy. If there is one space we are very proud of as a country, is the space around sustainability. Any investment, any business, any enterprise that is not thinking sustainability has some homework to do.
When we work together, we can create a prosperous and secure future for the people of our country and for the people of Africa.
So just in case you were wondering what it takes to build a Silicon Savannah, let me reiterate, it takes a lot of time and a lot of capital.
Now, on news involving the doctor strike, the doctors' union KMPDU has insisted that despite the governors and the government's threats of laying them off, they won't be coerced into a deal and that their strike is still on.
We are left with no option but to stop the salaries of those who are on strike and begin a disciplinary process. We wish also to say that we will not remit dues to unions that are coercing, intimidating our doctors who are on duty.
Of the 19 items that the doctors raised, the government has done 18 out of 19. I want to speak to the doctors. Tafadhali rudi kazini. Hii moja imebaki, tuongee, tuelewane.
The cabinet went against the court's order and still endorsed the 70,000. That shows you the contempt to which the government has decided to all this profession. As a union, we are saying, yes, we can negotiate about everything else, but we cannot negotiate on any issue that violate the sanctity of the CBA.
The strike by the doctors continues, and now with the new set gear, following the publicity of the lies that have been set forth by the negative ad said, led by the cabinet secretary, we are now back to our 19 demands in full, in total, because we do not trust their words anymore.
The deliberations we were to have was then to culminate into a return to work agreement. It was not to culminate into a position of the union on the issues that we had raised and a position of government. And therefore, the documents that we have cannot qualify to be a return to work formula, because it has, on 5 items, it has the position of government and the position of the union, meaning there is no consensus and there is no resolution. So it doesn't qualify to be a return to work agreement that will take doctors back to work. Solidar for the union.
Now, on matters politics, the ruling United Democratic Alliance Party grassroots elections are off to a start across the 5 counties. The elections are being held in Nairobi, Busia, Narok, West Pokot, and Homa Bay counties, respectively. The elections began at 9 a.m. and will close today at 3 p.m. It is being held electronically accordance with the new technology. The second phase of the grassroots polls will be on June the 22nd in 13 counties. The third phase will be held on August the 10th across 15 counties, and the final phase on August 24th in 12 counties.
First in the country, the first in Africa. There is no party in Africa which have done electronic voting. It will be seamless. It will be free. It should be very orderly, as has been in the past. And we must make sure that we deliver what we agreed with the party leader.
For aspirants for various positions to prepare adequately and prepare very well, to register many members who will in turn vote for them. So we expect that the UDA elections are going to be free and fair.
Now, on matters corruption, the former CJ David Maraga has urged the judiciary to handle all corruption cases at High Court's Anti-Corruption Division. Speaking at a media engagement forum by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, he argued that persons seeking orders from different courts derails the justice process and it is not fair to the judges handling the matter.
Somebody is a governor in Malindi. Is charged. Maybe the investigators went to Malindi to question him, and then from there you hear he has gone to Migori to get an order from there. I mean, what does that tell you? So, and that's what I was saying, that it is actually unfair to the judges hearing that, and they themselves should tell those people to go to the anti-corruption division of the High Court.
Crime does not expire. The message we are passing to the public here is that we are overwhelmed with the number of cases that we are investigating. And this is a message that the current governors, niendeleni kuiba, but pole will get hold of you.
These are professionals who are supposed to ensure that everything is done according to the law, everything is done well. How we find billions being lost within an entity, county government, and there are lawyers there, there are procurement experts there, there are accountants there. What are they doing? They are colluding with these people in order to siphon public resources.
Now we have come to the end of our today's news bulletin at 1. And remember, when life gets hard, get even harder. My name is Joseph Kamau. Till next time we meet, adios.